Hi guys, welcome to Vicky's Studio Nursery. So today I'm going to show you how to make aroid soil. This is a very common soil that I use for a lot of my Hoyas, a lot of my tropical plants, any aroid plant, cactus. So I have cinnamon. This one is kind of like antifungal. In combination with this powdered cinnamon, I also have cinnamon chips that we're going to add to this for the same purpose, just kind of like sort of an antifungal for the soil. I also have crushed seashells. This is like a timed release calcium deposit for the plant. It's really good for the plant. I also have activated charcoal. This is what you would use in like an aquarium or something. It's charcoal pellets. It's good for removing toxins from the soil. This here is actual reptile bedding. But it's actually the exact same thing that you would use for any sort of aroid soil. It is just fir bark that they have here. And we're gonna coat all of this fir bark in cinnamon to make sure there's no mold. But yeah, we have 2 bags of the reptile bark, and we have sea soil. This stuff is really good for fertilization of your plant. And where would we be without a human-sized bag of perlite? So yeah, this was perfect. These are all the ingredients that I use on a normal basis to make my aroid mixture. So we're gonna get started. First, we're gonna lay out our reptile bark. We're actually gonna pour both of these bags into here. Our aroid mix is actually majority fir bark. Oops. Get a hole in it and rip it open. So this is my bin. This is what we put it in. So we have a fan here, and that's to kind of blow like any sort of upturn so that it doesn't end up in your nose, that it can, end up blowing away from you. So make sure you position your fan so that it's gonna blow away from you. Yep, so we're just going to take our next fir bark. I would also recommend wearing a mask or something if you have one. Just for anybody who has sinus problems, should probably wear a mask. Alright. So that seems like a lot. I'm actually going to take some of this out just because I think this is a little too much. And I could use some of this fir bark for another project. And we have some more stuff to add in here. So probably like 1.5 bags of fir bark. Next we're going to add our cinnamon. So we have the ground cinnamon. We're going to just gently coat all of this fir bark, stir it up really nice, put some more on kind of as we go. I'm going to add all of the bark tips. I wish I had scissors. I just have this here. I love this part. This one smells so good. And the next bag of cinnamon. This is just cinnamon that's been ground, but not finely ground. It's actually good for aeration as well. And oh, it smells so good too. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up and then we're gonna add our powdered cinnamon. Make sure that you're grabbing from the bottom and pulling upwards. Alright, now for our powdered cinnamon. So put your first coat on here. You're going to use it very generously. You're probably going to end up using this whole bag in here. So the fan is helping blow some of this out of my face. Perfect. So we're going to make sure that we pull stuff from the bottom. It smells so good. Next. Yeah, cinnamon is an antifungal, so to prevent any sort of mold or fungus from growing in the soil. You can also wear gloves if this is too much for you, but we're gonna add the rest of the cinnamon. So now that our fir bark, this is like our main ingredient, is fully coated in like an antifungal, we're gonna add our antitoxin, which is our charcoal pellets. Actually, these always come with these fish netting bags. These are really good if you want to make potholes, like for the bottom of your terracotta pots, so that the soil doesn't come out the bottom of your pot. What I do is I just keep these and I slice them accordingly to the size of the bottom of the pot, and it's really, it lets the water flow. Okay, here we go. In with our charcoal. Again, just maybe give the fan a second to do its job before you go in there. So this soil is fairly expensive to make. So when I do sell it to my clients, they're kind of like, why is it so expensive? This is the best soil that you can use for your aroids. Okay. Alright, so we're going to add some sea soil in here. And this is our fertilizer, essentially. It's a very dark soil, but it's full of wood, and I don't know if you can see, but it's very good, very nutritious for your plants. Yeah, this will also add some dampness so that it's not kicking up all that dust in your face. But yeah, if you really want to be safe, wear your eye protection, wear your mask so it's not getting up your nose and in your throat. But now that we've added the sea soil, you can see there is a bit of moisture holding back that dust. Of course, we're going to kick it up a notch with the perlite. I'm actually going to grab a mask for that. Perfect, so you can see our soil is coming together really nice. I am going to add a little bit more sea soil. So you're just gonna fold all of the ingredients together. Okay, so we're gonna add our crushed coral, and that is like a slow release calcium deposit for the plant. Yeah, this is crushed seashell. You can even see little bits of shells in there. That's gonna be amazing for your plant. Another good one to use is pumice. But really, you're just adding to the porosity of the soil. With the pumice, you're not adding any nutrients, which is kind of why I like to add the crushed coral, because it has the same sort of benefit as the pumice would. But it's also at the same time providing a slow release calcium for the plant. Okay, so that looks great. I am going to hunt down a mask so that we can start working with this perlite. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're ready for our perlite. Now we have proper protection. We're not going to get in the face here with the perlite. Alright, so make sure that fan is pointing in a direction that's going to blow that stuff away from you. Perlite is actually lava rock that has been pressure cooked. So it's like popcorn stones. It's really actually very interesting how they do that. It's all natural, but that dust, that really fine dust, can do some serious damage to your lungs, can irritate your eyes. It's just best to wear protection when you're working with it. So make sure you get right from the bottom. It's hard when you're mixing such a great big batch, but if at home you're doing a smaller batch, this is kind of what it should turn out like. And because I added the sea soil before I added the perlite, it's not kicking up so much dust when I'm stirring it. Alright, and there you have it. So this soil that I just made is pretty well good for any kind of Hoya, except for maybe the smaller leafed Hoyas. If you're going to use a smaller leafed Hoya, I would take some of this and just add some potting mix to it, just so that the soil doesn't dry out so quickly. Because with the smaller leafed Hoyas, they kind of need to maintain a certain amount of moisture along with aeration. So this is good. Like, this won't bundle up. That's how you know the soil is perfect aroid soil. It doesn't bunch up in your hands. So, but yeah, this is awesome. This is the best soil. This is the most top selling soil that I use. I use this for my aloe veras. I use this for my cactus. I use this for basically all of my Hoyas. When I use my Hoyas though, they actually do get watered quite frequently when I use this type of soil. Every 3 to 5 days they get watered. On a very hot day, they might get watered every 2 days. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my videos for more. Awesome, have a good day, bye.